Hello all. In today's video, we're going to talk about the Cloak of Selenelion. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So, is it worth it? How to get it and all that stuff. So, first thing and foremost, yes. Absolutely a yes, without a doubt. Regardless of whatever style you play, whether you're a casual, raider, middle in between or whatever. I strongly suggest it for pretty much everybody that can do it. As long as you have a little playtime, this is going to be a solid investment of whatever you do. It's worth it for sure. All right, so let's start from the beginning. How do you get it? You got to do the hero mission when the one door closes. This one, I would say, after doing it, everything, about 10% is what I'm gonna guess at the drop rate. So not horrible, but if you have a bad run streak, it could be a little bit, but get it, get it, get it, get it. Once you get it, it evolves by killing. Um, and basically the formula for killing is, and please pay attention to this is the most important thing, is killing the highest con mob possible with the least amount of people at the fastest kill rate. So let's say, for example, you're a solo class and necromancer or something. You kill even con every, 1 minute, 2 minutes. If you were to group with the necro, you would need to double your output if it's two people. All right, the factors is every person adds another divisible. So if you're in a full group, you would have to kill 6 times faster, yeah, than what you would do solo. I did do a video of the example of this formula with the anniversary mission, best evolve spot. I'll link it in the description so you guys could see it fully. So basically, again, the highest level possible with the least amount of people at the quickest rate. Whatever your class is, you would have to mentally formulate that, and then that will be the best evolve. Now, in NOS expansion, they added a lot of mobs in different zones. So, for example, in Shadowhaven or in the zone right now, Deep Shade I'm in, there are these mushrooms. Like, for example, here I'm at zone in Mudstool. If you con them, they'll say, ready scout attack. This creature looks relatively weak. Okay, this is the big thing here. Looks relatively weak. In this game, when they flag a mob to this stat, they're higher level, so I call them overcons, but their stats are extremely low, and then also they give less experience, significantly less. So why do we care? Well, mainly because they overcon, they don't hit hard, but they are higher levels. So going back to the formula that we talked about, these are going to be really good if you're solo, you can't find a group and you just want, or you have little playtime and you just want to evolve your stuff. So hopefully they don't nerf this, but let me show you guys a little bit. I'm just going to pull one, no tank, no mercs or anything. I'm just going to pull it and kill it. And you'll see my hit points, they're not dropping and it dies really quick. So take it for a grain of salt. This is how it is. But if you can't find a group or anything, this is going to be a great way to evolve. What are the requirements? What are the stats? Why do I suggest it? Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, currently I have like the third phase right now, going to the fourth phase, and you see the stats are pretty good. First thing, like a lot of people are talking to me, what are the requirements, blah blah blah. So the people on the forums have already posted at least as far as they've gotten and confirmed. So stage one to stage two, you're gonna need champion. Champion is gonna be basically all the quests plus the factionings. If you didn't do your factioning, I did another video. I'll link it in the descriptions, but got to get it all done. Once you get the cloak to the aged and evolved all the way, then you can um, blah, evolve it, and then we'll go next phase. The next step is going to be Paragon. Paragon is simply winning all four missions. So there's that. Again, you're going to have to grind it. It gets progressively harder. So like the first phase, it'll be pretty quick. Then the next phase will be, a little harder and a little harder. The exact percentages of how much more grind is needed, I'm not sure, but it it's noticeable, right? Then the next one is going to be challengers. If you didn't get that done, I did videos for each of the zones, at least the missions in their current state. I do expect them to all get changed. Mean Street, especially. This one I feel is pretty buggy, and they're definitely going to change it again, like without a doubt. So if you do have the resources, get it done in its current state because there's one achievement that I think if they do fix it, it will make it harder than cut the heads. Okay, so then after Challenger, someone confirms, I think it's Sanctus, is that Hunter is needed. So you got to get Hunter done. Unfortunately, I do not have Hunters done or collects done. But anyway, you will need to get those done. Then speculating, based off the achievements, stage 5 to stage 6 should be collects. And then again, speculating since obviously raids are not out or anything. 6 and 7 should be Conqueror, which is winning all the raids. So no one will get this till 3 months in the expansion. And then the last phase should be Vanquisher, which is getting the achievements in all the expansions. So let's look at the end cloak. So we took a screen grab from beta, and this is the end cloak basically for it. So the stats are really good, and that's the warrior one. Yeah, and it's gonna be comparable to the other classes like the hybrid one and then the caster one. So you'll see the base stats without any augs, really good. Like um, these evolve items, like if you look at the Ralos ear or the TBL ear, they usually last 3 or 4 expansions. So that's why I say it's a solid investment time. If you could do it and have the resources, it will be worth it. And it's also give you a goal, like what to do. So, personally speaking, what I love most about this, obviously because it's something to do, but because of the customization, you're allowed to do um, augs. These Type 18s, Type 19s are super unique in the sense that you could add focuses, regardless of what your class, to improve them or, make them the way you like it. So, at this point in game, a lot of people, don't have the TBLs or they replace them. I still use them at the moment. I'm probably gonna replace them. Question mark. I'm gonna see how things go with the raids and difficulty. If the raids are not difficult, I'm probably gonna keep them. If they are harder and I see I need a little more AC, then yes, I will replace them. Anyway, so I would say in most part, the community doesn't have many, but if you do have the Ralos ear, um, at minimal, getting the second piece of the cloak so that you can wear like 16, sorry, 6 pieces of type 18s or 19s, that's going to be really worth it. So let's say you're a pure melee, you probably want the attacker augs. And this is probably going to be a really long thing, so maybe I'll make another video of the Type 18s and Type 19s, but basically you'll want attacker augs or something like that, which is accuracy. There are 4 different attacker augs, so you'd want the 2 from TBL and then 2 from TOV. Um, why? Because it increases your DPS tremendously and does all good things. If you're a caster, you're going to want the casting augs, the sympathetic procs, and if you're a tank, you possibly want the frontal mitigation or soothing. But anyway, more to the point is you'll have more options to get the augs, the things that no pieces of gear can provide you. Um, More damage, more survivability, more boost, everything you could think about. So there's that. They did add four new augs, Type 18s, 19s to the game for the cloak. Well, not specifically, but you could add it to anywhere. So let's take a look at them. You're gonna need different drops. So right now, the Alkalite Focus of Selenelion is gonna drop from name mobs, and this is currently live. Any name has a chance to drop this. These are gonna be trade skill items where you would throw in like the cut gems and make the Augs. And then the devotees, these were in earlier, but then they removed them because they were by mistake. They were dropping in group missions, trash, but they were supposed to drop in raid trash. So when the raids come out, you guys can farm this. So the eight different augs is going to be four for the acolyte, four to the devotee. The devotees are going to look like this. They're going to be the same standard. The stamina, intelligence, wisdom aug, the stamina, dexterity aug, which is the higher AC. Then you're going to have the strength, stamina one. Not really big on that one. And then you're going to have the agility, stamina one, which is good. So because this one here will add to the avoidance AC, and then this adds, to the mitigation AC, which is good. So you'll have these sets, and then the Alkalite versions, which mimics it. And it's just slightly less. It's like, a few AC less and one or two heroics less for the Alkalite. So solid stats odds. How do you make them? What's the combined? So if you go into POK and then you did the Ralos here, it's the same exact combine, but you replace the ore with the alkalite or the other one. So, for example, if you want the assaulting, which is going to be the strength stamina, it's going to be two of these guys, the square, and then the pair, one pair, and then that. If you want fortification, which is going to be the dex one, you guys get the idea. It copies it. So if you didn't do the earring, just go to EQ resources, look up assault, fortification, stealth, and strategy, and then you'll get it. So that touch bases on the AUGs, the TOV AUGs. Now, real quickly for the TBL AUGs, I'm going to port over to Maratus. So, TBL logs, it's a little frustrating for folks because, the expansion, it was locked behind progression and all those things, and generally wasn't great for the community. But Maratus is my favorite place to farm the Type 18s, Type 19 Augs for that expansion for the group content, which is the Whispering Augs. So we're going to go to the center of the zone. At live, if you're 120, it should be pretty reasonable to do. This is already several expansions old. Anyway, the center mob, since this expansion's been live, this is a guarantee name spawn every 30 minutes. If you're first here for the day, for whatever reason, it's a double pop. I don't know why, but it's a double pop. So we'll kill it twice real quick. I'm not even gonna care about buffs too much. The blue one is the charm stun one. Get my battle leap in. Cuts and burns. So with the TBL, real quickly, it can drop from any trash in any TBL zone, including GMM, and then the name have an increased chance to drop. So this is my go-to place because it's a guaranteed name. No roamers, relatively safe, and you could fix your faction for the expansion. And if you're feeling a little ambitious, you're not gonna AFK every 30 minutes. Each wing has the suit of armor, so the fire, the air, the earth, the water, the waters, they are suit of armor guys. They're all placeholders for names. So you could kill them and whatnot. All right, so another thing good here is the mercenary gear. This is going to be the best mercenary gear currently in the game. All right, so the second pop. These do grapple if you want to pull them in the corner. Okay, so that's basically it. Do it. It's I like it a lot. It's easy to get. That door mission is not hard. Evolve it, group with friends. If you can't find those undercons, and look, we got one of them. Warding fire. This is crap. Don't use it ever. It's a waste of spot. Yuck. No, please don't. And then I'll make a video about the Type 18s and Type 19s to go into detail, but just trust me on this one. Even if you just have the earring now, you're gonna want the cloak to fit at least six of these specialized augs, whether they be stats or focuses that will improve your DPS for your class. All right, so hopefully this will give some insight, and it's not bad. It is a grind, but again, it's something to do, right? The expansion itself seems pretty light as far as content is concerned, so this will keep folks busy. If anyone has any questions, just comment in there or contact me in Discord. I'll gladly go over anything or provide suggestions on the Type 18s and 19s customized to, your playstyle and whatnot. All right, folks, thanks again, and I will talk to you later.